Today we're in Amherst, Massachusetts, and we're in front of the Grace Episcopal Church. This church was finished in 1866. It started that year, and they got it ready. It's gorgeous. The main nave might look small, but it's a compact into a beautiful structure. And we're going to tell you about the pieces. The first thing to mention is it's made out of a very different kind of rock called gneiss. And gneiss is spelled G-N-E-I-S-S. It's a metamorphic rock, which is an in-between stage. It's not sedimentary, it's not igneous, it's metamorphic, right in between those two. It's made out of the blending of sandstone and some granite together, and it was subjected to a lot of pressure, and you got a new kind of rock. And they found it in the Pelham Hills. Pelham's not far away from here at all, and they mined it and they brought it here. And you can see it almost looks like a granite, but it's not quite as compacted as a granite would be. Now you see a tower to its side. The tower was added 2 years afterwards in 1868. It blends in very well. You can almost not even tell that it was made separately. It has a clock face on each side, and it probably has a working bell up there, and it has a spire on top of what looks like a castellated tower. And now one of the best parts, probably the best part, is that the stained glass is the original 1866 stained glass. It's hard to see from the outside how gorgeous it is, but if you go to their website, beautiful pictures have been taken as of 2 years ago. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the page of that church website onto my page and the links, because they made such gorgeous pictures. I can't reproduce what they did as well. And you can see all the gorgeous stained glass, whether it's the simpler ones or the more elaborate ones. And you get a history of each one. And remember, they are 158 years old, these stained glasses. It's incredible. All right, now it's always been an Episcopal church, which is in Great Britain it's called the Anglican Church. In the United States it's called the Episcopal Church. Back in 1866 they had a diocese of Massachusetts, and they dedicated this church. Nowadays the diocese is in the western Massachusetts, been broken down, and so now its cathedral is in Springfield. And it's still an active congregation. The building is made in a style called Gothic Revival. You can tell that by the pointed windows or any of the pointed implements, either in the tower or up in the gable. Now, attached to it nowadays is the rectory, and that rectory was bought out in 1870. It's old. That building is older than 1870. And by looking at it, I'm going to guess that at one time it was an Italianate Victorian home, and then they took the Italianate brackets off of it and they changed it over. That's my guess at this point, just by looking at it. Now between them they put an addition, and they used that as office administration. Parts of the rectory is used for office, and the social hall is mostly in the back and in the basement. And so it's a nicely made structure. When I first came to the university when I was 18 years old, I would go for walks, and this was obviously one of the things I spotted right away. It was so gorgeous. Now, to honor it, we're going to do two panoramics. The first panoramic tells you what's around it, and the second panoramic will be just on freestand. All right, and next door there's a former Jeffrey Amherst Inn and Tavern, now called the Boatwood Inn. It used to be a full tavern, which means people could live there for the night, and they would have a restaurant there and so forth. It's very popular. Beyond it, it starts to go towards the Amherst College campus, and you can actually look down right into it from these roads. This is Boatwood Avenue, and then next to that is the greens of Amherst. Amherst is lucky to have a very nice rectangular green, like a lot of these old colonial towns have. Beyond it, sadly, we can't see there's a church out there behind the trees. But on the other side of the street, there's the business district starts. Most of the buildings are Italian in architectural style. Right, most of them are from the 1880s. All right, and then on the next corner, it continues with more business district buildings. And then the last piece is near the Grace Episcopal Church is the Amherst Town Hall, a gorgeous town hall with a brick facade, but look at the surrounds of the portals and the fenestration. It's beautiful granite rock and has a beautiful clock tower. So the Grace Episcopal Church is in a fabulous location, and I hope they keep it going. It's such a nice community. I think that they will be able to keep it going. It just celebrated a few years back, 150th anniversary, and it probably will be here for another 150 years. So we're going to do a panoramic for you. Thank you.